Good evening. It's me, Josh Hunter. I've got two jutsu for you tonight, and these two they're as usual. They are inspired by things that are relevant to me. The first one is now, as you know, I do refer to myself as being like a paranoid person, like saying that I'm paranoid. I don't include fear in that paranoia, just simply an idea that perhaps things aren't what they appear to be. But you know, I don't focus on this. Above paranoia, I believe health is important. The various aspects of health, mental health, emotional health, soul health, you know, that type of thing. And so I'm always mostly concerned about what's going to be the healthiest decision. When you're not overly concerned about duty, for those of you who are in the military or involved in military aspects, that is the only time when I forego or put health aside, is when my sense of duty, you know, and I'm not talking about like, you know, over the top, like, I'd do anything for my country. Sorry, I'm not making fun of, you know, people from that area. That just felt like the right thing to say, because this is the United States of America, and that is a traditionally American accent. So whenever I use like a southern accent, or what some people call a country accent, I'm not mocking those you know, people who are from that area. I actually like that accent. I used to use it freely, but today things are much more serious, and so people would think, oh, you know, you think you're this or that. So I used to use my accent so freely. It was so nice. It was so nice, but you know, people, you know, people got so many chips on their shoulders these days. I'm wondering, is the whole world turning into Las Vegas? Poker face, poker face. All right, sorry. Anyway, the first jutsu that I have to tell you about is it's called the peach tree dance no jutsu, and this is from that film There Will Be Blood. And the first time I saw this, I didn't really understand it, and I thought, people, why is anyone talking about this movie? And then I saw it like 5 or 6 more times after that. I'm like, oh, I definitely understand why they're talking about this fucking movie. And so there's a scene in this film called, or there's a scene in this film. All right, the main character has he's an oil tycoon, and so he makes a lot of money through oil, and basically, you know, he gets very rich, and some guy comes around and saying, hey, I'm your long lost cousin, or I'm your long lost brother, and for some reason it didn't send up any warning flags with him or whatever. And so one day he's hanging out, and the guy is pretty much attached to him. Like, he's like, okay, I'm your family, you know. And so one day he's saying, I'm your family. I'm from your city. I'm from your place, and I'm one of you. And one day they're on the beach, like sitting on the beach, and you know, he's talking about like back home. He's like, you know, and I'm paraphrasing, but he's he's saying something. He's like, you know what we should do? We should get some girls, and we should get liquored up, take them to the beach tree dance. And the guy was like, yeah. And when he realized that this guy didn't know what the fucking peach tree dance was, you know, signals went off. I won't say what happened, but it was kind of serious. And so this jutsu, this peach tree dance jutsu, is when now if you have never used any of the jutsu, which I have presented here on this channel, I don't know if you should use this first. Like if this is like the first video you've ever seen, and you're like, why is this guy talking about jutsu? Where that's like something else, right? And it's art. It's a type of art, is what I'm saying. I mean, but some people, their realms are so flexible that it does produce results in their immediate and physical world, and not just some type of not like a I mean, they're not like an artistic interpretation of the jutsu. Anyway, so I would not necessarily recommend this. I would consider this more like a novice or even an advanced jutsu. So, well, that was kind of neat. Anyway, there's you use this when you want to find out if someone is who they claim to be. You know, people hanging out around you, and you want to know, hey, is this is this someone who just wants what I have? Is this a genuine association? So the whole idea of the Peachtree Dance Jutsu is to determine accurately how you stand, or in what standing a person is to you. I have never used this, and I would not. I won't use this simply because I'd rather not know. In fact, literally, I remember being out here. Sometimes I'll see people that I knew, like in high school, and various things, and I don't usually say hello because I get the sense that, you know, because I've gained like I've gained a lot of weight, and I think it would be very depressing to see me. I'm not depressed, but I don't know how to communicate that. I don't know how to tell people, look, you guys don't remember, I told you in 1999 that I was going to be a homeless person. Like, this is literally my goals, like, hashtag goals. I don't know what that means, but anyway, my goal has been reached. I'm living my career, so I mean, I just wanted to be a little bit more comfortable. But anyway, so sometimes I'll see people and that I knew, and they never say hello, or they don't say hello back, and it doesn't bother me. I mean, I understand. Like, they probably got like, they don't want to deal with having to. It's like, okay, well, this guy's homeless, and what? I mean, we barely knew each other in high school. Probably never went to a party with me or anything. But there was this one gal who I saw her four times, and I didn't say hello because some people I did not want to find out that they were not my friend. I would much rather just preserve the memory. I'd rather not know the truth. And sometimes it's better to not know the truth. Like, my memory of this person is, oh, we were friends, and I don't have any evidence to the contrary, and I like to keep it that way. And you would think, oh, that's some type of a sign, right? I mean, if you saw her four times and you didn't say hello, and I did not want to know that, oh, this is, you know, I want to find out that she's like a studio gangster, you know, like this isn't. Our association was based completely on fabricated principles, and so I couldn't. And that's what I say is a type of, you know, to encourage you to not necessarily. You don't. In fact, I might even say that nobody should use this jutsu, but just to know that it exists might be helpful. I think, anyway. I mean, I didn't have like I mean, I was just. Anyway, the second jutsu is if you've suddenly come into a situation, or not suddenly, but if you are accustomed to people being jealous of you, and you don't know if the jealousy is getting out of hand, and people are just like, they're being like too much. It's like, hey, you gotta. And I didn't want to bring this up because sometimes that jealousy is like a type of fuel. When people are jealous of you, you know, that makes you like, it's like a type of money. So I don't want to cut off your money, because that may be what this does. Your jealousy money. But there's a song called I don't know who sings it, or I don't remember anyway. But it's called "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor," or that's the chorus of it anyway. It's like, "Let the bodies hit the floor," you know. So this jutsu is called "Let the Jelly Hit the Floor," no jutsu, and the idea is to it dispels needless jealousy efficiently, and prevents any needless or permanent damage to yourself in any physical, mental, or emotional way. And it should, remember, okay, I am a bum. I've been living on the streets for 7 years. Although I might think that I'm a doctor, I don't have any type of degree. You should not be taking this so seriously as to depend your life upon it. I didn't think I would have to say this, but on the off chance that somebody's like, well, this guy, he said that you know, he brought up the jutsu, and now I tried it and it worked, and so now I want to see more, and then this one didn't work, and because no matter what, I'm done with money. So if anyone ever tries to sue me, I got nothing. I'm never gonna be in a position, well, I don't want to say never, it's extremely unlikely that I'll ever be in a position where I'll have anything that you could sue me for. You want to take what, you know, my fucking my cardboard box that I sleep on at night. You want to take my fucking, I got thousands, or let's say a lot of body lice. If you'd like that, you want to sue me for my lice or whatever. Got to feed a spider today too. That was kind of nice. I fed this spider like I fed this spider like 3 big lice. No, 4. It was nice. I used to do that years ago. I would hang out at the parking lot. There are a bunch of condos now in downtown LA, but I would hang out there with my lice, and I'd just feed the spiders in the bushes. It's very comforting. Anyway, so this jutsu, "Let the Jelly Hit the Floor," is it's supposed to dispel unwanted jealousy. And so, in order to use it, you say, "Oh, let the jelly hit the floor." No jutsu, and you may also carry like a glass of actual jelly, like jam or jelly, and you can like throw it on the ground for effect, or just, you know, throw something on the ground, you know, to give it more like a down-to-earth type thing. Just like, you know, sometimes you need like an action to make it more powerful. And this is for people who really don't like jealousy, like they've had enough. Like, it's like, it was like, you know, I was playing in the beginning, the mood all changed. I've been chewed up and spit out like 2 dogs caged. Am I modern yet? Okay. Anyway, oh yeah, sweet. Anyway, so yeah, this is I would say that these are advanced jutsu as far as what I have presented here, but you know, you can find out for yourself, and yeah. So yeah, I think I've described these correctly, and oh man, the jutsu, not like, you know, other things. All right. I think that's it. If you've watched this whole thing, thank you very much. And if you haven't, also thank you very much. Yeah, have a good one.